So not really much of an update, but I redid the aquascape for this tank. I basically just took some of the cups I have from one of my other tanks, put a bunch of fake plants in them, made it look somewhat more different. If anything, it gives the fish a lot more, gives them something new to investigate and whatnot. Sorry, I can't speak right now for some weird reason. But it gives them time to check everything out because it's all been redone. And of course I put my little bay leaf in there, but it just fell off again, so yeah. But that's still hanging up towards the top. And of course I actually didn't get this idea from a YouTube or anything like that. My dad initially put these fake plants in the cups just to get them out of the way. And then when I saw it like that, I was like, oh, that's a cool idea. So I went with it, modified it slightly, and then just made these. And of course, Ted can now look around now since he's not bored anymore. He doesn't have to look at the same stuff over and over again. And it looks like he's now in the little tube. I also moved my double tail into this tank with the angels. There are some initial picky from the angels, but it's been fine overall since. Though I gotta do another gravel back in this tank, which is annoying, but yeah. Of course, this one, no matter what tank he was in, he's always a hiding type of beta. That's who he is. The angels, they're angels. I haven't had any problems so far, but we'll see what happens when these two start breeding. Hopefully they won't pick on my beta, but if they start picking on my beta, I'm gonna remove him immediately. Not really fish related, but I went to my local anime convention A2F. And I met the animator for Ruby and had her sign my Ruby. And of course, she was very impressed of this, especially considering it's 1% life size. As far as I know, I scaled it correctly. Now back to the fish related stuff. I've put a lot more fake plants in my Flowerhorn tank. I've divided the tank. I've also added in my other juvenile. This is actually a female, supposedly. So if I grow this one out properly, I might be able to try and breed eventually with these two little stinkers. Of course, both of them have fake plants. I basically spray painted the little LED lid thingies, mainly because this one got all grimy and nasty with some water pull. So I pulled off the paper and just spray painted matte black. And I have another LED light right here, specific to grow the Papa's plants. Though I got two leaves that are dying, I was too late with these two, so I can pretty much just pull them right now, I think. Can I? I can, but they're still alive just enough to keep a good grip. So in about a week or so, I'll be able to pull these two leaves without doing any damage. So here's what I did with the 5.5 Dr. Juvenile Flowerhorn used to be in. I divided it in half and I put two betas in here. This one used to be out in the kitchen just like the double tail that's currently now in my angel tank. And I put fat ass into this tank here, that way so I can more or less that way so I can actually fast him without having to fast the whole other tank he was in. And I'll also be able to properly feed him because holy crap, he is a fat fish. You are ungodly fat. And you can't even swim properly anymore. My God, you are fat. So incredibly fat. And of course, this is the tank he used to be in. Yes, the lights are very dim. I absolutely need to replace the lid and lighting on this tank. But I actually have my black double tail now in this tank right here. And of course, these ones are doing just fine. This tank's doing just fine, though a few of my angels have been beating up on each other. I don't see any spawning, so I don't know why they're beating on each other, but it's not too bad. It's mainly this one and one other one, I think. But overall, they're doing great. And of course my koi now has a 10-gallon tank to himself. I know there's no light on this tank, but I don't got any waterproof LEDs anymore. So yeah. But since he's literally right next to where sun comes in, he gets more than enough light. I'm keeping this tank up and running just in case as a hospital tank and a tank for I get a fish I like. If I don't get a fish I like within the next few weeks or so, this tank's gonna be torn down. Oh yeah, and depends on what happens. I will either end up having some big angels, big platinums, hopefully, and if not, I'm gonna give myself a discus. I'm gonna try out owning a discus. If I do get discus, I am going to remove high tet here because I know discus can be jerks, and I'm not going to risk gold high tet here. But I'll be able to keep the 3 little randoms in here because I know the randoms will be just fine with the discus. Either that, or I just actually probably will end up doing is if I get discus, I'll just end up putting a divider like right here, and just have high tech and just give high tech this whole little section of the tank, and give the discus this side of the tank. And probably what I'll do is I'll also give high tech the 3 little randoms too. But that's more or less it. And of course, White Knight's doing fine too.